In this video, we're going to explore what happens during the final mission of Mass Effect 2 if you don't complete any loyalty missions for your crew. Aren't you curious? Keep watching to see it all.
I know this is important to you, Tali, but stopping the Collectors has to come first.
I understand. We're probably not coming back from this mission anyway, right?
What's up, everyone? Big Dan here. Before we begin, I have a bunch of different Mass Effect Trilogy guides and lore videos on my channel, so if you're interested in seeing more, hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Now, it is possible to get your entire squad, including Shepard, dropped during the final mission of the game. But in this video, I want to see how many squad mates we can keep alive if we don't have anyone's loyalty. So we have a few goals for this experimental playthrough. 1. Complete the main story without doing a single loyalty mission. 2. Keep as many squad mates alive as possible. 3. Keep Shepard alive. And 4. Save the entire Normandy crew. After recruiting all squad mates except Legion, we'll need to complete a handful of additional missions to trigger the Collectorship quest. In a typical playthrough, this would be a great time to do loyalty missions, but not this time. Instead, we're going to move the plot forward by completing N7 side assignments. Most of these can be discovered via planet scanning. Completing these simple side quests counts towards the mission timer in the main story, and it's how we can trigger the Collectorship mission without doing any loyalty quests. Once the Collectorship mission is over, all we need to do is get the Reaper IFF. Now we can activate Legion and complete 2 more N7 missions to trigger the part where Collectors kidnap the Normandy's crew. At this point, we can go full speed ahead and start the final mission without completing a single loyalty mission.
Specialists won't do us any good if they're not focused on the mission. Some of the team are distracted. That could cost us.
We're just supposed to let the Collectors keep the crew?
That's exactly what we're supposed to do. The mission takes priority. The crew knew that when they signed on.
We have to try. It will hurt, and people could die, but it's my call.
Hell or high water, Shepard? That's our game plan?
I prefer rock in a hard place.
Before we launch the final attack, let's talk about essential upgrades to the Normandy. You can fortunately learn about ship upgrades from Jacob, Garrus, and Tali without doing their loyalty missions. Simply ignore their pleas for help, dig into the investigate dialogue options, and ask about Normandy upgrades. This will unlock the heavy ship armor, multi-core shielding, and a Thanix cannon. Applying these upgrades will prevent any deaths on the approach to the Collector base. So far, so good. After crash landing on the Collector base, Shepard and crew convene in the Normandy conference room to plan the next phase of their attack. This is the part of the mission where we need to pick specialists. Without loyalty, almost every specialist is guaranteed to die or get someone else killed during the final mission. It's completely unavoidable, but we're going to prioritize saving characters with higher hold the line scores. This means trying to save characters like Garrus, Saeed, and Grunt before Tali, Kasumi, Jack, and Mordin. Doing this will raise the survivability of our remaining squad during the final push when you leave your team behind to cover the door. I know Tali fans are probably freaking out right now, like, how could you sacrifice our queen, you piece of shit? Hey man, I didn't make her combat score 0, BioWare did. For the tech specialist, we'll go with Kasumi.
Kasumi, you've got the tech skills to do this.
The fire squad leader doesn't matter here because our tech specialist is guaranteed to die regardless, so let's just go with Tali just to piss Miranda off.
Tali, you're in charge of the second team.
Shepard, the team she led on Haystrom was almost entirely wiped out. That's not the best track record.
I call the shots on this ship. They'll do as I say. Understood?
Understood, Commander.
At the end of this section, Kasumi becomes our first casualty after failing to close the door in time.
Here they come! Close the door!
I can't! They're jammed! Suppressing fire! Cover them!
Kasumi!
After rescuing the Normandy crew from collector pods, it's time to pick a few more specialists.
I might be able to generate a biotic field to keep them at bay. I won't be able to protect all of us, but I could get a small team through if they stay close.
I could do it too. In theory, any biotic could handle it. Shepard, who do you want to maintain the field?
Since our biotic barrier is guaranteed to fail regardless of who we pick, we'll just take Jacob.
Jacob and I will take a small team through the Seeker swarms.
For the fire team leader, we'll go with Miranda because she is the only one who can survive this specialist role as a disloyal character.
I'll keep the defenders busy while you slip in the back.
What about me and the rest of the crew, Shepard?
We also need to send someone back with the crew, and I'm so sorry, Tally.
Joker, send me the location of the landing zone. We'll meet you there.
Keela Salai, Space Bay. As for our ground team, we'll go with Morden and Jack because they have the lowest hold the line scores out of the remaining characters. We'll unfortunately suffer a few more casualties during this section. As we approach the door, Jacob's barrier fails.
Hurry, Shepard!
No! Fall back! Jack!
We'll also receive news about the Normandy crew from Joker and Edie.
Joker, are you at the rendezvous point?
I'm here, Commander. Chakwas and the rest of the crew just showed up.
Unfortunately, Tally did not make it. She delayed the enemy so the rest could escape.
Let's make sure that sacrifice was worth it.
Rip Tally, at least we didn't have to witness it firsthand. Now it's time for the final push. Shepard will bring 2 squad mates to plant the explosives at the center of the base, while the rest of the crew stays back to hold the line. For our crew, we'll take Morden and Samara because they have the lowest hold the line scores. We could actually swap Samara for any of the following characters: Legion, Thane, Miranda, or Jacob, since their scores are identical. For some reason, I thought Jacob's score was higher, otherwise I probably would have brought him instead. Oh well. After telling the elusive man that fear won't compromise who we are, and defeating the Human Reaper, the platforms collapse, sending Shepard and crew tumbling off a steep drop. The commander picks himself up and checks on his crew. Joker gets on the horn, telling the commander to get back to the ship, and we see a brief cutscene showing us who sacrificed their life to cover our escape.
Did the ground team make it?
All survivors on board. We're just waiting for you.
I was pleased to see we only lost 1 squad mate during this section. If just a handful of choices were different, we could have lost 1 or 2 more people holding the door. Shepard makes a mad dash to the ship and leaps across the gap while Joker provides covering fire. Grunt pulls the commander inside and the Normandy escapes before the collector base explodes in a ball of fire. We hang up on the elusive man before making a walk through the ship while triumphant music plays. As for this cutscene, I've never seen so many coffins here before. In total, we lost 6 squad mates during the mission, or half our entire crew. That's a steep price to pay for skipping every loyalty mission. Kasumi, Tally, Jack, Morden, Samara, and Miranda all paid the ultimate price to help us stop the collectors. If only there was something we could have done to save them. Meanwhile, Shepard, Jacob, Grunt, Garrus, Legion, Thane, and Zaid all survived the final mission, and we managed to save the entire Normandy crew as well. As for Mass Effect 3 consequences, I just don't have the heart to import this save file and play through such a depressing campaign. However, I do have videos covering what happens if each of these squad mates died in Mass Effect 2. I'll link them all in the description if you want to check them out. I don't have one for Jack, but I'll just say that it only changes the Grissom Academy mission during Mass Effect 3. If you search YouTube for Grissom Academy without Jack, you can find those cutscenes. So there you have it. What happens if you complete Mass Effect 2 without doing a single loyalty mission? You can survive the final mission, but lose half of your squad in the process. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Big Dan Gaming for more Mass Effect and RPG videos. Until next time, this has been Big Dan. I should go.